Yes, it's the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy now, and the third test just started. Day one, and England are placed in a very decent position. Wasn't the usual kind of Bazball that they had to go through, but in the end, it was some good old-fashioned cricket back in the days, 90s style that they were playing out there, and the pitch was doing a bit initially, and they finally on 251 for 4 at the end of day's play. There, Joe Root batting on 99, and with him is captain Ben Stokes there on 39. They've got some work to do after Nitish Reddy removed both the openers, and Harry Brook not among the runs. Ollie Pope also did some lot of hard work there to get to his runs there, but gave it away. But welcome back to Boundary Line Podcast with Dylan Pink and Sheldon Doherty on the show. And yes, it's a lot test, the famous one there. Here, series is actually 1-1. And yeah, this test is pretty important for both the teams there. England winning the toss, opting to bat. Sheldon, surprisingly, Ben Stokes finally went into bat. And I thought they did really well, Sheldon. 83 for 2 at lunchtime. Apparently, this was one of the slowest ever in the Bazball era, apparently. And it was some good old-fashioned stuff, Sheldon. Good old test cricket.
Oh, Adil, what a difference 3 days makes, right? I mean, we want everyone talking about the character, how they can't bat long, right? Everyone was saying, oh, why didn't they do that last game, right? And today it was very different, Dil. It was anti-Bazball, right? As Nasser Hussain said on comms, it was very different cricket. It was attritional cricket. Every run you had to work for. It was slow. The ball is not really coming onto the bat. It was doing a bit throughout the day. There was something in it for the bowlers, something in it for the spinners as well. It had something in it for everyone. I thought it was a brilliant day of cricket. I know some people be looking at the score saying, "Oh, this is boring, right? This is too slow." No, this is what cricket's all about. Two top sides playing each other. Every run, is hard to get. Every wicket is hard to get. And you saw a run rate of almost just above 3, which, I mean, in England standards, that's very slow, right? But I thought it was a brilliant day of cricket. I thought it had everything for everyone, and it was pretty even. You'd probably say England just maybe slightly ahead. You'd say a wicket and India would have been ahead. It's that tight. But yeah, a fantastic day of cricket for sure.
Yeah, and let's get to the match now. Ben Stokes winning the toss. Finally,
Yeah,
he decides to bat. I mean, I think that was the right call also, Sheldon. I mean, bowlers
yeah,
are still
yeah,
trying to recover from that match, right? Because they're playing Bryden Cast still in this game, right?
yeah.
Archer back in the squad, so that should be some good signs for England there. Also, but Nitish Reddy, we were all waiting for Bumrah, we were all waiting for Siraj and Akashdeep to rock England there, but out of nowhere comes Nitish Reddy, Sheldon, and 2 wickets in his first over.
Yeah, Dylan, if you had to predict which Indian bowler would take 2 wickets, he'd be a last pick, right, in the first session. If you
He
told
wouldn't
me,
even be in the,
yeah,
he wouldn't even be there, man, in the top, top four, top five, whatever.
exactly, Dylan. And he seemed very threatening actually in that first spell. He got a bit of movement. I thought he had the right pace as well, suited to the pitch. It was like almost English style bowling, where he was just using the conditions well. I thought the ball to Crawley was a wonderful delivery. Dylan. I thought Crawley
Brilliant,
couldn't
yeah.
do much there. I thought, it beat him. He tried to play it off the back foot, but he just couldn't. That extra little bit of extra bounce as well got him. Duckett a bit unlucky there, pulling. He nicks off there, but yeah, I mean, that was a brilliant first over from Reddy, and he really rocked England. After I thought England got a decent start, they raced to about, not raced, I mean, raced is the stretch, but they were 40 for no loss. And then those 2 wickets go, and then you're like, oh, they're in trouble here. And then I thought Pope and Root really steadied the ship, in that first session, and then they batted for even the whole second session, and they didn't score that fast as well. They were around 140 for 2
Yeah.
at tea, and then the first ball after tea. Pope does all the hard work. You bat through, you see off the new ball, first ball to the spinner after tea. You play a shot you shouldn't, and that's cricket, right? You can do all the hard work, and then England probably been looking at it and saying, we didn't lose a wicket to Bumrah at the start, we didn't lose to Akashdeep, no Siraj. First 3 wicket go to Reddy and Jadeja, right? That's cricket, right? Sometimes. Yeah, but
Yeah,
what
absolutely,
yeah.
Sheldon. Yeah.
What did you make of the first 2 sessions? Or do you feel like Gill could have done anything different, or you feel it was just the way the pitch was, just the way things were going? Like you feel maybe he could have done anything different, especially in those first 2 sessions?
I think no, not really much. I thought, and we all know once this Duke ball gets a little bit older there, once the shine goes off, it becomes easier to bat there. Even if the pitch is like seaming a bit, also it tends to get easier there. But I thought Ollie Pope and Joro did really well. They hung in there. Pope was living dangerously. He comes out first ball and almost got out. It was a
Yeah.
tough chance for Gill, though, actually going one-handed, for stretching his hand out. It was really, really tough there. He was missing and playing a bit there, but he hung in there with Root, and you could see Joe Root, Sheldon, immediately, like this guy, he comes out to bat, first 10 runs, 15 runs, he digs in and then starts going, and you could see that he was on a mission today. And I told you that also. It's looking like it's going to be a Joe Root kind of match, this match, because it's everything is like just made there for him. The biggest test match ever, I think, of this series are level. The team just back from a big loss there, and 2 wickets down early, and Joe Root's at the crease already there. So it felt like this was going to be a Joe Root kind of innings here today. And Harry Brook also, Sheldon, I think he got a good ball there.
Yeah.
Bumrah, and I thought they played him really well. I thought they were very, very watchful against Bumrah there. And Bumrah, I don't know what to say. 18 overs, 35 runs, man, and
Yeah.
wicket. It's superb bowling there. Siraj also, I thought, bowled really well. He went wicketless there, but I thought the Indian seamers did their job. I think there's not much they could do. They asked the English batsmen a lot of questions. Zach, we all know, and him, when he was batting, he was living dangerously as well, nicking it and playing and missing, and then he was stepping out of the crease and trying to hit the bowlers, but still not, middling it. So they asked the English batsmen a lot of questions there. Moving on, Sheldon, where the match is actually poised now, 251 for 4. What do you think now? Stokes is also looking good. I know a lot of talk, that Stokes is not getting enough of runs. Yes, he had some injuries, issues and everything like that, but he's a big match player. And when situations are like this, he turns up. There's a lot of talk in the first two games as well. Like Stokes, the captain, needs runs. Nasser Hussain also said, if Stokes can get some runs here, it'll help England a lot. And you're seeing that he looks like he's in this mood, Sheldon, in this match.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're turning up in this match out of all.
Yeah, I thought what you mentioned there is brilliant as well. And you think England in this era have played some tremendous cricket. They've played some attacking cricket. Brooke has done well at times. Duckett has done well. Crawley at times. Pope. But I think the two pillars of this England team, Dil, are no doubt the two guys who are in the middle right now. They're two England legends as well, I feel, Dil. When it comes to big matches, these two more often than not deliver, Dil. England, many stars as well. Root, the biggest star of them all, Dil. I mean, if you could bank on one England batter just staying there. He doesn't have to Bazball, he doesn't have to attack, he doesn't have to,
Yeah.
scoop anything. Just stay there and bat. Just his forward defense until, I loved his defense today. More than any
Yeah.
drive, more than anything. That straight bat, till, that defense is just picture perfect. Sky also is doing an excellent thing where they're showing his defense, how straight it is, till, and you
Exactly,
compare it to
yeah.
the other England batters as well. And when England were 4 down as well, I was just looking, I was like, I think Stokes would be up for this still because, a lot of talk pre-game also about Stokes' batting form since Ashes 2023. In fact, his last test under Dill was at Lord's against Australia in the Ashes as well. I mean, Stokes has some fond memories of this ground as well at Lord's still, but Stokes so far has dug in well, and Stokes also at times I feel Dill, he really goes for it unnecessarily. I think when you look at him, he has a really good defensive technique. Probably only second to Root in this team. So if he just stays there, bats normally, I think he can get runs. It's just that at times he over pushes it, overdoes it. I think if he just bats normally, he's got the technique to succeed. And today I thought he batted really well, Dil. But today I think was all about Root, Dil. And it's crazy, right? You bat so well, and then you get to 99, right, Dil? And then he almost ran also for that 100. Jadeja had the ball. He was tempting him there. That would have been something. But a brilliant knock from Root so far, and I'm sure he'll hope he can get that run and build from there tomorrow, Dil.
Yeah, he's looking to get another 100. Joe Root, a phenomenal player. I think when it comes to England, I think he's my all-time favourite over there. And surely an England legend there. We thought Alistair Cook was the best ever that they could be. But Root in the last 4 to 5 years has just transformed himself, transformed his game, the way he's played. And even today, like you were saying, Shannon, that forward defence. And it shows that when you stick to old-fashioned way of playing, your way of playing, even if it's not like you've got to slow down or anything like that, but if you stick to your way of how you've played the game for so long, and we've seen that with Joe Root, he's the sort of guy that you will put your money on, and we all know he's done it so many times for England, so many times that he's been out there and rescued the team from so many falls, and of course played those big hundreds that he's got there, and he's looking in the zone there. But How important, Sheldon, especially, when you're lost a big game like that at Edgbaston and you're coming into this all important test match there. Stadium is packed and it's set up brilliantly this test series. We've been saying this right from the start there. And how important is for Root to, like, just from a batsman point of view, to just go back to his original self, and this all this talk of Crawley, Duckett playing fast, everything, the Bazball technique, the Bazball way. And you saw today England toned it down. They said, we're going to play according
Yeah.
to how this pitch is going to behave. We're going to play according to the bowlers. Yes, at times they wanted to step outside and hit, but then they knew pretty soon that we can't afford to do this again this time, because we've won the toss now. It was an important toss to win. We are batting first. We've got to make India pay, for this. But Joe Root, you see it in him. He's playing at a different level. Let's all agree on that. He's playing at one of the different levels, and he's inching closer now to Rahul Dravid and Jack Callis's record. But how important is for a batsman like Root's caliber to dig in there, play with the technique that he knows and what's suited?
Yeah, Dil, I mean, you're absolutely spot on there, and he does it his own way, Dil. He doesn't need to play like everyone else. I mean, more batters in the team should play like him. In fact, if any of them want to see how to
True.
bat, just watch Joe Root. And he's such a humble guy as well, Dil. You see Joe Root, there's no, it's almost like he doesn't rate himself as a cricketer, Dil. Whenever he talks,
Yeah,
even when he talks about his captaincy, you think this guy didn't know how to captain a game. He had a pretty decent record until
very good
towards
record.
the end
Yeah.
there, he had a good record as captain. And yeah, I mean, Rutel, he's just been brilliant for England cricket on and off the field. The way he represents himself and he represents the team is just brilliant. And I think one thing Stokes' leadership has done is it has freed up Root. Root has
Yeah.
been able to play with less stress. The captaincy did become a burden towards the end of his tenure as captain, and I think it has helped free him up and him to, maybe get that child instincts like he had before. But yeah, a super batter, Dil. And I mean, just the pace he batted at today, Dil, as well, that strike rate of just over 50. I mean, you can't complain about that, right? And to dig in there, it just shows, Dil, you can bat the whole day, right? And yes, it wasn't 300, 350, 400, but it was as important. And it looks like first inning runs are going to be important. And today, in fact, I thought Dill was one of the days England could have collapsed. I mean, twice they were in a situation they could have 44
Yeah.
for 2 and 170 for 4, where if Root was not there or if he got out early, they could have easily collapsed. And I think he was what held England together today, especially.
Yeah.
And that's the reason probably they're slightly in a better position. If Root's not there, you don't know. India could be batting now, Dill. That's how things could change. And yeah, it was a very crucial knock, not only for him, but for the team.
Yeah, absolutely. There, Ben Stokes also, he
Yeah.
got lucky. He survived a call there. India went for the review, but it was umpire's call, so it stayed with not out there. And these things happen, it does happen. We've seen in the last game also Chris Wokes getting so many umpire's calls, and he was pretty unhappy at it. But we can all keep debating. But what happens out there is that Joe Root is batting on 99 there. He must be a tensed guy. Going to come on tomorrow, and apparently no one has ever failed to not get 100 after being overnight on 99. So, hey, I didn't jinx it, just saying, but
Yeah.
that's
So if he
that's the
gets a
record
first ball,
show.
we know you did it, Dill.
No, man. It's the stats. It's the stats. You got to catch the stats guy for sure there. But where do you see this Test match now heading into the next day? How important is for India? For England, of course, would be to bat as long as they can. These two guys, along with Jamie Smith, I think would be the last few
Yeah.
batters for England, recognized at least. But for India, how important it is for them, Sheldon?
Yeah, I think Dill, for India, early wickets is so key. I think they'll want to, try to get to England's tail as fast as possible. And as we saw last game, they blew through that tail, Dill, pretty soon. So India will be hoping to get these three out. But yeah, Dill, as you mentioned, these three guys, obviously, Root and Stokes are so key for England. And Smith is in pretty good form as well. He showed
Yeah.
last game. So these three wickets will be crucial. What do you think about a score, though, Dill? What do you think India will be looking to restrict England to, like 350, maybe less? What do you think, like, Gill would be thinking? Yeah, and just in general, were you happy with India's team selection for this test? Obviously, Bumrah had to come in, but for Krishna, was that the only change you think, the right one?
I really thought Shardul will be in the
Yeah.
squad, because given the fact that he played last time and he's got the golden arm and he can do damage. Or the Lord can do some
At
damage
Lord's.
at Lords, like they were saying. So doesn't get better, right? So I was thinking Shardul might play also, but I think it's fair. I think now after Nitish Kumar Reddy proving himself, like what a good spell he
Yeah.
bowled, I think I'm not going to say anything much there. But I think Bumrah was the right call for Prasidh Krishna coming in, and this attack looks good there because I think the pitch did help, initially, but after that it just became a little easier for them to bat. And you've seen Root, he knew that once you stay in for some time, you can then go on to get a very big score. And I think Stokes is also looking, to follow Root there and go in the same direction there. But yeah, it's going to be an important day tomorrow. I think the Seamers will have to restrict England to, I think, at least 350. Below 400, I think, is what they're looking. I think would be a very good score, on this pitch. It doesn't have to be 500 plus. If they can push, that would be great. But I think anything a little 400, a little over 400 should be very, very good on this pitch there. But that's it from us, guys, on the podcast. Stay tuned for day 2, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. The handle's down in the description. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll be back for more such updates. Bye.